Alright, hello, welcome back guys, and welcome back to my stupid idea to test the car during peak hour traffic. It is horrible. On and off first gear, I'm struggling and I don't think the car likes it. My fan is already on and this is what we're doing. Just 20 minutes of traffic sitting here. I've moved probably like 400 meters. It is stupid. And on top of that, my foot is getting tired. My neck is sore, my foot's tired. And this is what I'm doing. I'm just crawling bit by bit. And the amount of times I've stalled this car is stupid. And I'm pretty sure I had a check engine light on before that was literally saying something like onboarding battery low or something like that, just from the amount of starts and restarts and starts and restarts I was having. So we are not having a good morning at all. This is definitely not the car to be zipping in and out of traffic, trying to quickly merge and quickly jump across lanes and whatnot. But this is the only chance I really got to test the car because I don't go anywhere. So hopefully the calibrations and whatnot are a little bit better. Drivability wise, idle wise, it's fine. It doesn't stall or anything like that at the moment. But what I did see is my fuel gauge go down. And like I said, we knew that was gonna go down past halfway, but it's just depending on how much I've adjusted it. I'm not too sure if that's a factor. And the speed calibration seems to be still off, even at 18%. So I'm off probably like 5. So if I'm doing 50, it's currently off by like 6 kilometers still. So I've got to figure out what I have to add to it. Probably have to increase it to 20%. But I have to see where the other speed ranges are. So when I'm doing 70, when I'm doing 80, when I'm doing 90, 100 or whatnot, I have to be able to see what the variance is across the board, and that way I can apply it. That's one thing that I'm gonna have to do. But like I said, I'm about to head onto the freeway. The freeway is gonna be chockers, and I'm not gonna get any smooth runs whatsoever, even though it is 8:57, so nearly 9 o'clock. I think that's still gonna be peak hour. And no traffic, woo! AFRs are looking good at roughly a 15, better than the 17, 18 I was having. So cruising wise, 13.7, 14.8. Yeah, so it seems reasonable now. Like I said, CMS was actually saying that my AFR gauge seems off. Maybe it was just off the wrong analog setting. Spoke too early. Spoke way too early. Just an update, still in traffic. Most likely still behind the exact same car. And we are just crawling through traffic. Going roughly around 30 kilometers. Yeah, so I've got another probably 2Ks of this before we see any type of open road. Should we do a second gear tunnel run? So far, fuel consumption sitting at 250 at halfway. So 250 kilometers at halfway through the tank. So maybe there's another 150, 180 in it. So that'll probably get us to our 400 mark, which is pretty good, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Like I said, my driving's been relatively consistent. A couple squirts here and there. I don't think I have enough space. No, I don't have enough space at all. That was probably like 4,000, 5,000. Not even. Expecting today to be so warm. Oh my god, wearing jumper and like wool pants. Today I've been on the hunt for sarsaparilla, just because I recently just had some creamy soda and it triggered one of my childhood memories of sarsaparilla. And it used to be called Double Sauce. And I'm in Footscray looking for the can that I used to get, but I don't really remember it because it's been like 30 or so odd years. And I managed to get these. I'm gonna drink them in a bit, but I just don't know which one was the one that I used to get, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist anymore. So right now I'm just chasing a childhood memory. This one definitely has the smell that I remember, but I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the same taste. Sorry, I can't walk while I drink. I think so. I'll probably have to try the other one, but I think it is. But it's the sarsaparilla, but it's not the actual same brand. Because the brand that I remember was called Double Sauce. And it used to be in a like brown can. This is like maroon. And I'm not too sure. The more I drink it, I don't know if it's getting better or if it's getting worse. Like it probably makes sense that people don't like it because it kind of reminds you of medicine. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck in between whether or not I still like it. I need to finish this because I'm gonna see it through, and then after that I'll try the other can, and we'll make a verdict whether or not this is how the sarsaparilla is supposed to taste, or maybe I've just kind of outgrown it. I'll let you know. I increased the speed correction to 30%. And I'm beginning to think that the inputs don't change anything, because I'm currently at, like I said, I've had to change to 30% and we're still off the mark by a couple kilometers. So let me figure out what's the actual variance between the actual speed versus the speedometer speed. That was just 4,000. I was just thinking, it's very possible that the calibration for the speed sensor only affects the Honda side, so the digital display on the laptop, and it has no reference to the speedometer on the car. That's what I'm beginning to think. Interesting fact, this is where I lost my license, on this road. I was driving really late on an Australia day, and out of nowhere a cop pulls up behind me. I was probably doing like 150 on this road, and I got pulled over right there, just underneath that sign. And that's the day that I lost my license. We have another hill start. Hopefully, because we've adjusted all those little things, the throttle cable, we've adjusted the RPMs and idling and stuff like that, we should be able to take off quite nicely on this bridge. And there's only like one car behind me, so no pressure. Actually, there's a lot more cars behind me now. All right, let's see if we can crawl on this hill. So straight away I want to be able to make sure that we're on it. That's okay, I guess, right? Oh, nearly stalled there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to swap Hondadas. That's what I'm gonna do, because I do have a spare Honda at home. So I'm gonna swap that Honda into this car and load up that map and whatnot, and see if we can... Actually, does that change anything? Let's see what type of K Pro that one is. It could be a newer one. Could be a K Pro 4. And maybe we'll have more functionalities and stuff like that. But I can't figure this thing out. Actually, I'm gonna pull over up ahead. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm pull over up ahead and just say no speed sensor, and just use the signal. How's this for precision driving? I fluked that. We've managed to get confirmation that the spare, because do you remember a while ago how I lent the ECU out to a friend? he's confirmed that this is a K Pro 4. So I'll be throwing this into the car. Why? I think it's probably because then I can try to fix this speedometer thing. But also, why not? Why not keep some of the goodies for my car? So I'll put that over to my car, and then that spare motor can get the old ECU. I bought that back when it cost like $1,000. I thought this was going to be a plug and play to change over the ECUs, but we had a analog input placed in. So I'm looking at this cable, and it just looks like it's this cable tied there. So I'm just gonna see what the good is with this one, and then we'll figure out whether or not it's a quick plug in and plug out type of thing. Plug out and plug in type of thing. Alright, so that's all done. I managed to swap the covers as well because I like my original cover. Kind of has the old original BYP stickers and stuff like that. So I kept that one. I don't think it has anything to reference the ECU or anything like that. So I swapped that out. Everything's good. I'll upload the map, the right map to the ECU, and then we'll see how we go. So I did all that, and I have no idea whether or not this is the right one. All I know is this one is, scratch that. I don't think it's a K Pro 4 because there is ones of the parameters that I don't have access to. So it's definitely a Bluetooth ECU, but it's not the ECU that I was hoping for because it won't let me turn that on. Man, I really need to work on this focus thing, but it won't allow me to turn on the K Pro 4 setting. So did that for nothing. Nah, well, at least we have a new ECU inside the car. So the only thing that I have to really do left for the car and for its entirety, for it to be completed, is I need some new wheels, new tires for the wheels that I have, which are 15x9s plus 36 6 ULs, and I'll show them to you. I've test fitted it, and let me show you guys what it would look like. That'd be the wheel. Looks pretty sexy, I reckon. But the only issue is that's how much sticks out. So especially if I plan to run thicker tire, I'm gonna have to get creative and most likely space that whole fender out so it cover most of the wheel. But I'm not too sure yet, but these will be my new wheels. We literally have no space there, so the tire needs to be perfect. So probably a 245. Why am I going 245? Why not? Is my answer to everything. So maybe that's probably out of the realm of possibility. Just look at it. But big thing is, I haven't added the 10mm spacer, but it clears the caliper, and also it clears this for now. So what tire can I run? I'm not too sure. But 50x9 is going to be a mission, but it's going to look sick. But like I said, I've been fixated on this whole idea for ages, and maybe wide guards is an option. I don't know. We'll see. These guards are already damaged, so for me to hack them up and stuff like that, it's not really a big deal. But let's just figure it out first. You guys want to see something ridiculous? These specs are 15x8 plus 25. This is how it looks. And that's fine. But if you look at how much it sticks out, that's how much it sticks out. Like pretty much the whole top side of my finger is how much it sticks out. And even with camber and whatnot, that's going to be running at least probably a -2, -3 to get that all the way in. So 15x8 plus 25, I think it's plus 20 actually, no go. So The 6ULs are ideally the perfect specs that sit at 15 by 8 plus 36 and 15 by 9 plus 36. I think that's the way to go. So we are getting ready for trick or treat. And we've got little bags to give out to the little monsters out in the streets. Have a look at us. We are getting ready, like I said, for trick or treat. Why do we do this? Why are we doing this?
So the kids can have fun.
Yeah, that's it. It's because we really enjoy trick or treat and giving out lollies and making sure everyone has a good time. So we'll be giving these out in our local community. Whoever sets up a event will be going there with this bag and causing a rush, a stampede for kids.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught